Today I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel and just go over the progress that I've made since I've had it going. I've just turned 75 a week ago, and this channel that I've got here, I set it up probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I think I posted one video of my dogs, and that was it. I don't even know why I did that, but I did. And I never did anything with it until earlier this year. I decided that I would look to see if I could get a channel up and running with regular posting and all of that. So it was about late June, early July. I started posting a few videos just to see if I could get any interest going. And when I first started it, I was looking more at perhaps my weight loss journey, which has been very, very slow and steady, but it is still going. But I didn't get a lot of traction with that. So I've tried a couple of other things in the meantime by way of topics, because I don't really have a niche. I am my niche. It is me. I don't have a skill that I want to teach people how to do. I'm really just a jack of all trades, but master of none. So that's me, and I thought, well, I probably am the only thing that I can use as a topic, because I am elderly. I know there are a lot of people these days that have got YouTube channels that are in my age group, and a bit less, and even some older than me. And I thought, well, this is a different perspective. I've never really been one to want to talk about myself, but I thought, why not? Give it a go. Everyone says, just do it, just do it. So I thought, okay, I'll do it. So what I started, I've done a couple where I've spoken generally, or maybe not quite so generally, about politics, world politics, and if you know, you know, where probably in particular. That also didn't gain really very much traction. And then I realised that there are so many good political commentators with lots to say, lots of access to what's going on around the world and in certain countries, that I really didn't have much to offer in that space other than my own opinions. And I have to say that my opinions are a bit biased, so you know, there's enough people with their biased opinions getting on YouTube and spouting and all of that. I would prefer to watch the independent news channels, which is where I get most of my news from. And I enjoy that. So I figured myself that wasn't really a good space for me to be trying to get a YouTube channel up and running. So, but I did find that a couple of videos that I posted about my childhood back in the 50s and 60s, and a couple of things sort of as I was growing up and things like that, they did get a bit of traction. And I thought, oh, that was a bit interesting, but I thought, is really anyone going to be interested in me talking on that topic going forward? And so I've now more looking probably at the age that I am now and the things that I'm doing now. And although it is getting a little bit of traction, I've still got a few stories about my earlier life that I thought might just get a little bit of interest. So what I have decided to do is I will keep talking on age-related issues, particularly to do with me and my experiences, but that's not exclusive to me. I can't say at this stage what others would be because I haven't thought of them. And I will hark back to the 50s and 60s and maybe the 70s with the odd story of what life was like, things that I experienced as a child, which seemed quite harmless at the time, but probably now wouldn't be. So I've been thinking about the focus of my channel. That is where I decided at this point to to try and focus as a niche. Now, if anybody's got any comments on that, that would be good. I'm really interested in what anyone had to say about that, whether they think that the YouTube is full of that stuff already and they don't need an extra one, or there's sort of overkill, or perhaps I make horrible videos. I don't know. Maybe someone could tell me. But anyway, what I've realised is that as I just turned 75, I've sort of looked and I thought, since I've been doing this, I've just turned 75, I've posted 75 videos and I only have 72 subscribers. Now, even though I get a few viewers on every video that I post, some of them get up into the hundreds and others are below the hundreds. So I wouldn't say there's anything there looking viral. And that's not altogether what I'm expecting, because I don't really know that I talk about subjects that are going to set the world on fire. I just want to be able to produce videos that maybe a few people are interested in. But I think what my biggest problem is, for the amount of views that I do get, and one of the things that I notice that I don't do very well in my videos is ask people to subscribe to my channel. I just don't feel like I want to go cap in hand and say, could you subscribe to my channel? But the whole point of having a channel like this is that one day it would be really nice if I got monetized. Not that I expect to make a fortune. Nobody does unless you're up in the real great producers of content. But it would be a bit of a feather in the cap if I could do that. But the only thing is, to become monetized, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And you have to have had at least 4,000 viewing hours. That means people watching your videos, 4,000 viewing hours within the last 365 days. So that's within the last year. Now, both of those targets I'm way, way, way off at the moment, and probably at the pace that I'm going, maybe in 5 or 6 years I might get there, I don't know. But the thing is that with asking people to subscribe to your channel, I don't know if a lot of people sort of understand the need for a channel to have subscribers. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe to a channel. But what it does do is, when you log into your YouTube, all of the people that you subscribe to, if they've posted videos recently, they will pop up on your screen as ones that you may want to watch as new videos. So the algorithm will look at you as being a subscriber to that channel, so they will put that onto your homepage, any new videos that are posted by that content creator, so that you can view that without having to go looking for it or thinking, well, I've seen one video, I don't want to see any more. The algorithm actually places them onto your homepage so that when a new video is posted, then it will pop up on your screen. And as well as new videos, they always go back into your back catalogue, and now and again they'll pop one of your old videos onto somebody's screen so that they can have a look at it. And by doing that, that is how a content creator gets viewing hours. Now, you have to have the viewing hours, because for you to get monetized, the way that you do that is that the advertisers pay YouTube for them to put their ads onto your channel. So if you've got a channel and you have a couple of ads at the start and a couple of ads at the end and maybe a couple in the middle, then and your viewers watch those, you get paid 1 or 2 cents, I'm not sure how, it's not very much, per 1,000 views. So that's how you get monetized. It's not big money. For small YouTubers like myself and people that are just starting out, I mean, the sort of money you make doesn't even pay the cost of you getting out of bed in the morning. But it's good for your ego if you can think, oh, I made a couple of $100 or something like that. So that's that's the value to a new content creator or a new YouTuber, to get, firstly, to get subscribers so that the algorithm within YouTube will put your videos out to those subscribers to try and get you more views of your videos to put your viewing hours up. And then, of course, if more people look onto those, because they're onto your homepage, it's not just your home subscribers, they put them out into the open YouTuberverse or whatever it's called, and they appear on lots of people's. You would know yourself if you're watching YouTube and you see videos that jump onto your homepage and you think, oh, I've never seen that person before. You don't necessarily have to be a subscriber, but they hit the subscribers first because they know that you like that person's video, you've looked at one or two of their videos, you have subscribed to their channel, so they will put any new content onto your homepage to give you that opportunity to look at that new video. So that's the purpose of having subscribers. And as I say, you don't have to pay to be a subscriber. There's no cost to being a subscriber. It's really just to help YouTube sort out the people that have watched your videos that may be interested in watching more, and they think that would be the case simply because you have subscribed to that channel. So I realise that it's all part and parcel of getting that algorithm working and getting the process working, but I just feel awful asking people to subscribe to my channel. It's something I'm going to have to get over, and I'm going to have, at the end of each video, I'll usually put a little piece in there. If you've got anything out of this video, you know, if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. But on the great scheme of things, the most people that jump onto your video at the start, after the first 30 seconds, you're lucky to have between 40 and 50% still watching. And then that tails off to, by the time you get down to the last 2 or 3 minutes of your video, you're lucky to have 4 or 5% of your people that logged into that video to watch it right till the end. So whereas in fact I might have been having a lot of viewers coming in and looking at my channel, because I wasn't putting that request out there for a start, and it was only at the end of my videos, there was only, you know, just a very small handful of people would see me requesting them to subscribe to my video. So my target audience for that request was very, very small. And I know I've seen it on other videos, and they say, you know, within a couple of minutes of you getting onto that video, they'll have an introduction, maybe 30 seconds or something, and it says, oh, while you're here, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you know, and I'm thinking, give me a chance to watch the video first before I decide to subscribe. I'm the worst critic at doing that, and that's why I don't like to do it myself. But maybe I'm going to have to, because that might be the only way that I'm going to get my number of subscribers up. Otherwise, probably I'll still be languishing in about 5 years, you know, trying to get up to the 300 or 400 subscribers. And I just need to stress there's no cost to it for anybody, but it does help our channel to build up the qualifying criteria, basically, to eventually become monetized. And as I said, I don't expect to make big fortunes. And there's only a small percentage of YouTubers actually that get to that stage anyway. Most of them drop out, a big percentage drop out within the first, 6 months. If they haven't made much traction in the meantime, they just don't keep posting. And I want to keep posting. I enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy making YouTube videos. And it's done something for me that I've been sort of a bit, didn't mean to hit that. It's done something for me that I've been very backwards and coming forwards about, and that's putting my face and voice out there. I was very reluctant to do it to start with, and because I didn't like the way that I looked, I didn't like the way that I sounded. And then I made a comment on someone's video to this effect the other day, that what made me decide to do it was when I go down the street and I talk to people, the person that they're looking at is the same one that is on this video. I never see myself. I never hear myself. And this is just what I see on the channel. But what I forget is that's what everybody sees when I walk down the street or when I go and do something. And I kept thinking that, oh God, people are going to see this face and hear this voice. And, you know, I've been doing it now for 75 years to the general public. Just because there's a camera in my face, it shouldn't really make any difference. So that was what got me over that hurdle of putting myself on camera, talking to myself in an area here where there's nobody here and I'm just talking to a camera. But I got over it, and now that I have got over it, I really enjoy that process of making these videos. So with that little ramble, just summarising where my channel's come from and where I hope it's going to go to in the future, I'd just like to thank anybody that's still here after this time, that's still listening and still watching. And of course then I'll also say, for anyone that's still watching, and if you've got anything out of this channel, would you like to subscribe to my video, to my channel? Oh dear, I feel like I'm going round in circles, but never mind. That's my story for today. So if anybody has got anything out of this, as I said, if you'd like to subscribe, please do. Please like, comment, share, all of that stuff. And I will wish you all a good weekend coming up, and I wish you that you stay safe and you take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay then, bye-bye.